From Matt Tomlinson, we know that Red Bainbridge began skating at the age of 6. He competed in singles, pairs, and dance. He was an auxiliary member of the 1948 Olympic team, a 2-time North American dance champion, a 3-time national dance champion, a national silver dance champion, a national junior pairs champion, and a national junior men's silver medalist. Then he turned pro. Red has coached young skaters who obtained USFSA gold medals in figures, freestyle, and dance. He coached skaters that became regional, sectional, and national medal winners and champions, and a couple were bronze and silver medalists at the World Figure Skating Championships. Red has instructed skaters and participated in programs in many countries. He was named to the Washington Figure Skating Club's National and International Hall of Fame. He was inducted into the Professional Skaters Association Hall of Fame. The Buffalo Skating Club voted to present the annual Bainbridge Trophy to the beginner skater who demonstrates the most enthusiasm for figure skating. Although he was born into a loving and moral family, Red was not raised in any faith. Now he and his wife are Catholics. After he had entered the faith, Red began his volunteer activities for the church and various charities. For 10 years, Red served on the board and as volunteer executive director for Christian Tapes for the Blind and Disabled. He has served on the board for numerous pro-life organizations, including Life Decisions International. He has volunteered for the Respect Life office of the Catholic Diocese of Rockford for 10 years, and he presently serves Catholic Charities as the volunteer ombudsman for long-term care. Red has been a coach in professional skating, a national and international medalist, instructor, and judge. Will Red Bainbridge please come forward?
Boy, this is tough following two holy goalies. I don't know. No, I just don't. I'm just honored, and I really feel very worthy of this being honored into this Sports Hall of Fame, because I'm just really, like most of you, I'm just an ordinary guy that was blessed by God. And that's been my, as I mentioned last year when I was here, if any of my former pupils who knew me before 1976 said that he's getting an award for faith, you must be kidding. That wasn't me at all. I had as was mentioned earlier, I had a great mother and father, but I wasn't raised in a Christian household. The Lord knew me, but I had no idea who He was. I just went on. But He gave me the ability to skate and to have the love of teaching, and I can say I'm one of those people. For 60 years, I look forward every morning going to teach. I really enjoyed my profession. And if I hadn't spent so much time with cancer in 2002, where I had 9 operations in 18 months and 2 hips, I think at 83 I still would be teaching. But it was in May of 1976 that I met the Lord. And for the next 19 years, my wife Patricia and I, we were involved in the church, and not the Catholic Church at that time, and in the pro-life movement. Then in 1995, we met the church. We finally found the Catholic Church. But it took us 6 long years afterwards before we were accepted into the church. And believe me, the day of celebration, which was September 22nd, 2001, is when we first received the Lord. Body, blood, soul, and divinity. It was a great day. Before 1976, while they tell me I modeled a good work ethic, I was selfish and typical. I was a redhead at that time and had a heck of a temper. But after my conversion, my temperature got down a little bit better, and God placed in my heart the desire to help serve others and a desire to work for a more society. The thing that I'll remember most about my teaching is that not the medals and the awards that my skaters won, but that the skaters and/or their parents had told me that I had modeled some virtues for their people. And it was rewarding to me for me to see people that I worked for become Christians and/or pro-life. So really, this whole thing is been mentioned earlier, is not about us. In fact, at times I try to do my best. I fail. I fall down. I get up. I try to pick myself up, and with God's help, I go back to it. My only real regret in life is that I didn't know the Lord when I was a youth. Skating was great for me, but life with God is awesome. Thank you all for this award.